sit on maybe like a yoga block, just something that you can get a felt sense of with this, okay? So I'm gonna do a cross leg here. Again, if your legs don't like that, you can do, well, it's a little hard to do it this way because you may be a little unstable, but you can certainly do it this way if the legs don't cross on the ground. All good, okay? Make yourself comfortable, no pain with this. All right. So again, you're not going to have to see, you're not going to see anything. So you can close your eyes so that you really get that brain body connection yourself. Nothing to see. You're not going to see me engage my pelvic floor muscles. I won't let you. I'll just put it that way. All right. So here we go. So thinking about four sides of the pelvic floor, we have our two side sit bones. If you're on a ball, you can almost wiggle. Two side sit bones. Then we have the pubic bone on the front, the tailbone. Okay, those are our four sides. We're going to work them individually first. Let's start with our two sit bones. So for me, visualization is the elevator doors. So I want you to think about them as elevator doors. Go ahead and close the elevator doors. Bring the sit bones together. And now we're going to lift that elevator. So those are together there. And now you're going to start to pull up. Pull up. See how high you can get. So you're going to be on your first floor, second floor. Can you bring it up to third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor? Bathing suits. Pause. Let's drop it down to the third floor. House goods. Good. And now slowly release all the way down to the basement and open. So the relaxation is as important as the pulling up. A lot of us constantly hold tight down there as opposed to the other. So you want to completely release. Now, front pubic bone and back tailbone. I want you to think about pulling the front back and the back front. You're meeting in the center. And for this one, how about a zipper? So when we're trying to pull up tight pants, right? So we're going to zipper. So pull the zipper up. Good. So now you've got your hip huggers on. You're up to your tall waist, high waist. Now you're going to bring it all the way up to underneath the pubic bone, all the way up. Pause there. And let's slowly unzipper those pants. Oh, that'll feel good, won't it? Relax. Relax as you let it draw all the way down. And at the bottom, let it all go. So nice. All right, so now we're going to pull all four parts together. Are you ready? So let's first start. Let's do elevator in, elevator doors closed, the front and back zipper. Everything is there. Here we go. We're going to pull it up. I like the first floor, second floor. Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Let's go all the way to the sixth floor, maybe all the way, maybe even all the way out of your top of your head. And then just let it drop it down, release it down. But let's just go halfway and pause there. Hard to keep control, right? Bring it up another floor or two. And now slowly, let's draw it down. Fourth floor, third floor, second floor, cosmetics, and the basement. And let it all drop. Okay, so that's the feeling that we're doing. Okay, that up and the down. Again, somebody asked me the other day about when we were doing plies, and I'm like, okay, as you come up, I want you to feel this coming up, 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 up in the plie, and then as you drop down and open in the legs. So there's lots of ways that we can play with this. All right, now we're going to get on our backs. So go ahead and take that ball if you have it there, or whatever you have. And we're going to roll down onto our backs. Now we're going to put this ball between the legs, right between the knees, essentially, maybe a little above the knee. Good. And allow yourself to roll down in a way that's safe for you. And then just come on down. Good. Now, bring the feet in closer to the booty. You're going to have that ball there and you're going to be squeezing. Now, this was a great feedback I got yesterday because I didn't mention it. But right here, what I'm going to have you do, just notice this. If as we get started with the tilt, etc., you're feeling more hamstrings, back of leg, that's not ideal. You want to bring the feet in closer to your tush. Then you'll get more glute. So just pay attention to that, okay? So in this position, just begin to just do a squeeze the ball. And as you do, Feel what all you feel and release the ball. You can even put your hands down here, lower belly. Squeeze the ball. What contracts? And release. Squeeze the ball. What really and release. Good. You're not sure if your feet are in the right place. Take them away from your body a little bit. Squeeze the ball. You're going to notice, oh yeah, there I feel hamstrings, and release. Bring them in a little closer. Squeeze the ball. Okay, good. I'm not feeling the hamstring. So that's how you'll know. All right. So now we're going to begin with it's called the tilt. Okay. So I just want you can press the heels in the ground. You're squeezing the ball gently. I want you to just tilt your glutes up. It's a small movement. You're doing a slight pelvic tilt, but I want you to connect to your low back. Okay. That low back should be on the ground and your belly button is pressing down into the ground. Okay. So glutes aren't touching. Or if they are, you're still in a good tilt. Some of us have maybe a little bit more down there, so it might not be able to get it all up, but lower back is pressing. Good. Now in this slight tilt, I want you to squeeze the ball, press lower back, release. Squeeze ball, press lower back, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. This is really good for your inner thighs, by the way. Squeeze, release. But I want you to connect what happens when you squeeze, press lower back. See, it's all working together. Squeeze, release. Give me just two more like that. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. So good. Now you're squeezing. No glutes. You're not, the glutes are up off the ground. Lower back is pressing. And we're going to do a little combo. So the combo is, I want you to squeeze the knees for 2. Tilt up a little. Now you're already up. You're not really dropping, but I'm going to say tilt just to get you to really connect to the lower back. Press more. Pause. Release. So it's squeeze the knees, tilt up more, press lower back, press, and release. Squeeze knees, press that lower back even more, and release. Squeeze knees, press lower back booty up, and release. Girls, my legs are shaking, so if yours are, you're not doing anything wrong, and it's okay. We're going to fatigue one more time. I mean, mine are really shaking. Shake, so squeeze, press lower back, belly button in, and release. So good. Now, keeping the booty up off the ground, I want you to connect feet on the ground. Big toe ball joint, you're not rolled out. Really have stable feet here. And now I want you to do little pelvic circles. So think about drawing a small circle with your hips. Lower back stays down, but the booty is just hovering above the floor. This is challenging. Just do the best you can. Little booty. Notice what you're feeling. I find this challenging too. I have to shut my eyes to really focus on that. Give me 2 more in that direction. Keep the feet flat and then go the other way. So it's like when I go down, I'm pressing lower back, but my booty is not touching. Booty is not touching. It's a small movement. Woo! Good work. Now pause there. How many of you need to just undo that ball between the legs? Just drop everything, relax the legs, bring the arms above the head and arch the tail. Give yourself a big stretch there. Oh my goodness, I can't believe my legs were like shaking. You might want to lift one hip up towards your pit as you stretch the other one up and over. So make sure that we keep that lower back nice and stretched. Okay, you thought we were done, but we're not quite done with this yet. So bringing the arms back down. Good. Slight squeeze of the ball now. Give yourself the pelvic tilt. So booty's up, but lower back down. Press the ball. Now I want you to press through your heels, curl up just a little bit more. So at this point, lower back is off the ground. But right above the lower back, it's drawing down. Belly button is still pressing down. Your thighs are still squeezing the ball. How about this? Little ball squeeze, tip up just a little bit more and hold. Ball squeeze, press right above that lower back with the tilt and hold. Ball squeeze, tip up, press and hold. Last one, ball squeeze, tip up just a little bit more. You're pressing right underneath and release and roll it all the way down, arms above. Give yourself an arch. Woo! So good, you guys. Lift up. Good. You can put your hands here. Do some little rocks here. Little rocks. Now, I'm going to show you this one. I think I did this one yesterday too. Again, if you can't connect to this, it's okay. This was something that Teresa did in one of her very last floor stretch videos that I happen to love. See if you can connect to it. So you bring your knees in. When you bring them out, your hands, your fingers are on like the inside of that shin, thumbs up. So when you straighten, give yourself that elbow goes in towards the center of your body and out. So you're stretching across the shoulders and release. So you're pressing in, release. Now, what she would do is she pressed those legs against the hands to start to allow yourself to curl the back, keep pressing the leg against the hand. It's a really strong lower back stretch, belly button in and release on back. Let's see if we can do it one more time. So you're really pulling in, my booty's up. I'm going to press arms straight, elbows inside out. I'm going to keep pressing the hand. I'm going to curl my back. I'm going to see if I can touch my toes and roll all the way back one more time. But this time I'm going to do a Barbie foot, right? So it's almost like a flex with the toes up. Press the legs against, inside out. Keep pressing those legs against the hand, curling the back. See if you can touch the toes. If not, you just don't worry about it. You come all the way back. And the last one, which is actually the most challenging, is a flex. Are you ready? Press. Inside out elbows, pressing. So you're really curling the back, pressing the leg. Woo! And all the way up. And if you can't do it, it's so perfect. Don't worry about it. You'll get better. Oh, you guys look really good, actually. Grab that ball. Come on over on your side, or just roll however you can to come back on your side. So lovely. Let's bring the feet out like this for 1 second. I'm going to do like a long diamond here. Good. My heels are together. My feet can be out. Hands right here underneath. And I just want you to inhale. Pull up on those bones. Yes, I'm going to go to the side just so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm using my hands, the pull in the hand to come up tall, tucking chin. Exhale. Now just relax the back. So I came up. I'm tucking that tail under, right? I'm doing a little bit of a pelvic tilt. I'm going to come back till my arms are straight. I'm going to curl more. I'm going to pull that belly button in. And I'm going to use my hands to roll back up. And exhale, relax the back. And bring it back up, last one. So good. Now, if you have your ball right there, great. You can do the stretch with it or without it. I like doing it with it if you have one. Just put one foot in front of the other. We're just going to do a final hip stretch. I love this hip stretch. It's so interesting to me in that, notice what leg you have in front. So it's this one. Notice the direction that your front toe is pointing. That's where you're going to roll over to, and you're going to get a stretch on this hip. If you have your ball, here, do this. You can do the same move without it, right? But I'm going to arch my tail. So you're not rounding your back in this. You're stretching up. You can put your hand on top of the ball as you roll forward. Roll forward. It's just a stretch, you guys. We're just doing a beautiful stretch. Make it comfortable for you. Make it feel pleasurable. Like I like to just kind of roll a little bit here, getting a nice stretch across the lats. Oh, that feels good. And now I'm going to roll that ball over to that side where the big toe is. And you're going to come to a place where all of a sudden you're going to go, oh my goodness, I feel that down that front leg hip. And then just roll around there. Well, see if you can use your mind when you feel a lot of tension. Come out of it a little bit. Take an inhale. And then on the exhale, just see if you can use your mind to relax as you roll a little bit into that. And then make sure that you roll the ball back to the center of the body. Don't come right up from where you were. And then roll it back forward towards you. And switch the leg that's in front. Now, sometimes, like if my hip's out, my one knee will hurt in front. So no pain in the knee. If it bothers you, just keep where you are. But if you can do the other leg in front, that's a beautiful thing. And then we're going to roll back out again. Rolling out again. Woo. And then you can roll to that side. the other side. So whatever leg is in front as you roll over, that's the side that you're going to get that beautiful lengthening stretch on. So stretch science tells us that you really don't want to go into deep stretches. And why is that? Because the body has its own stretch reflex that is built in to protect us from stretching too much and harming ourselves. So as the body detects a deep stretch, it will automatically put on the brakes and pull you back the other way. So it's kind of like putting on the gas and the brakes. It doesn't work really well to increase flexibility. You might find, okay, for the moment, but it doesn't really do much. So what you want to do is you want to take it to that deep stretch, then immediately pull back just a little bit, doing an inhale, and on the exhale, just relax there. And sometimes when you just relax, you visualize a relaxation in that muscle, then you can super slowly go down into a little bit deeper stretch. And what you're going to feel is this release. So that's what we mean by really working the correct way for a stretch. Bring the arms back to the center and walk back in towards the body. Oh, ta-da! Restore the core. I hope you guys felt good with that one. And these are some that we can do daily.